Life Beats. Life Beats with Sally Musa. Only on Pulse 95.
Each year, under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, the Pink Caravan organizes the Pink Caravan Ride, which travels around all 7 emirates, accompanied by its riders, volunteers, and medical teams, as to advocate the importance of breast cancer awareness, its timely detection, prevention, and treatment. And since its inception back in 2011, the Pink Caravan Ride, an initiative of Friends of Cancer Patients Society, has sought to promote awareness about breast cancer and the importance of getting tested. It's come a long way in dispelling a lot of misconceptions around the disease, and it's played a significant role in reducing the occurrence and progression of advanced stages. And thanks to generous financial support and donations that have funded free exams, which have contributed to saving lives of many citizens and residents across the UAE. To tell us more, I am so pleased to welcome back to the Pulse 95 studios Nada bin Ghaleb, head of the Equine committee at the Pink Caravan Ride. Hello, Allah.
Hi, Sally. It's nice to be back. Thank you for having me again.
So good to have you, Nada. Now, for those who may not remember, you were our very first guest.
Yes.
Here on Life Beats. So it's good to have you back. How are the horses doing?
They're great. They're all fine.
Now, this is a passion of yours, working with horses, but now you've kind of bridged that passion of, keeping horses, riding horses, with the incredible efforts of the Pink Caravan Ride, which is now in its 9th edition. Incredible.
Yes, it is. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things in the year, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who are not familiar with the Pink Caravan and the Pink Caravan Ride, take us through it. What is it? How does it function?
So basically, the Pink Caravan launched in 2011. It's a pan-UAE breast cancer awareness initiative that falls under Friends of Cancer Patients umbrella of CASH. And what happens is basically they advocate and rally for early breast cancer screening. So each year, the Pink Caravan organizes 7 days. It used to be 10 days, but now we're at 7 days. So it's a 7-day campaign where we take horses and riders and we basically spread awareness, and we get people to understand the importance of early screening and how basically early screening can save your life.
This is so important. This is all coming out of Sharjah.
Absolutely.
And taken all over the country.
Yes.
And it's not just, take us through the different elements of it, because this is quite amazing. You've got your vans, you've got your fleets, you've got your equestrian ride as well. So take us through the different elements of the Pink Caravan Ride.
So you have the riders, first of all. They're on horses and they're all dressed up in pink and they're going on the road and they're advocating and they're, telling people, come on. And at every emirate, we've got fixed clinics and we've got mobile clinics. And basically these clinics, they offer free screenings for everyone. As long as you live in UAE, please come down to one of the clinics and get tested. And they basically teach you how to self-examination and they screen you. And if God forbid there is anything, then we basically take it further.
How many locations are you looking to cover across the 7 emirates?
So we've got fixed clinics in each emirate, basically, and they're going to be there for 10 days. From the 21st of February till the 2nd of March. And then you've got over 30 mobile clinics that will stop at every emirate for the 10-day screening as well. And then you've got a mini mobile van that's going to be following the equestrian, the caravan, basically, the equestrian ride. And they're going to do the self-examination and the clinical screenings as well.
Yeah. This is like a proper full traveling clinic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's the big van, and then the big van had a baby van, basically, which is cool because the big van has the mammogram, the ultrasound, and we do cervical screening for cervical cancer. And then you have the baby van, which will do the clinical examinations and the awareness at every emirate as well. So we'll be able to be we'll cover more ground. That's the point. We want to screen as many people as possible. We want to be in more places as possible. We want to give access to as many people as possible.
It's an amazing initiative because this is not just raising awareness and early detection as well, making sure that women are getting tested and getting them in there. There's really no excuse now. You can't say I forgot or I can't or I can't afford it.
Absolutely.
Because it's free.
Absolutely.
Get in there. And it's not just for Emiratis.
This is everyone living in UAE.
Everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what's so great about the Pink Caravan. I mean, it's for everyone.
It's phenomenal. It really is. I want to ask you about, horses is your thing, as we said. Why is there an equine element to the Pink Caravan? This is fascinating. Like,
for me, I would think that because cancer is scary, and you mentioned the C word, everyone's just super scared. It's like it still has that taboo factor, especially, and then you're talking about breast cancer, which is even scarier in a society which we're very cultured, we're very private. You're talking about something like breast cancer. So people don't really, and that the mindset around it and the stigma around it is it's very difficult to tap into. And then how do you take something and dispel that myth that, guys, it's not going to kill you. If detected early, we can treat it. So it's very difficult. And I think it was smart. I think it is brilliant that the Pink Caravan took something so beautiful like horses that represent purity, innocence. It represents being together, a team factor, all the good qualities. And it took it and it combined it with something so scary like breast cancer. And then it made it relatable. And people can now actually look at horses and think, okay, they're coming to screen, to screen people, to spread awareness. It makes it I'm not sure what the word is, but it basically just makes it so much easier to deal with, rather than coming in your face and talking about something so scary. Yet you took something so beautiful and linked it in a smart, brilliant way. It
totally breaks down the boundaries.
Absolutely.
Makes it more approachable, because we should be having those conversations and thinking about that as just a normal thing and just getting screened. Like, it's normal.
Absolutely. So imagine a lady comes up and goes, wants to talk about this, but is scared to talk about it. But then if you see a horse there standing, she'll want to meet the horse, or he'll want to meet the horse, and they'll be talking about the horse, they'll touch the horse, and then you can actually start this conversation about, guys, you need to get screened, you need to get tested, early screening is so important. It'll save your life. It will literally save a life.
This is fantastic. We are talking to Nada bin Ghaleb, and she is the head of the Equine Committee at the Pink Caravan ride that are going all across the UAE, starting from Thursday, I believe. Is that right? The campaign starts on Thursday. From the 23rd, we're going to be seeing it
absolutely
spreading across the UAE.
From the 23rd, you'll see the horses. The entire caravan will be out.
We're going to be talking a little bit more with Nada in just a moment about the impact that the Pink Caravan is having. More on that next here on Life Beats on Pulse 95.
Life Beats with Sally Musa, only on Pulse 95.
Yes, we are talking the Pink Caravan ride. It is about to kick off this weekend. We're going to be seeing it across the Emirates. Quite amazing, as it always does. This is the 9th year that the Pink Caravan ride is going to be riding across the Emirates. Nada bin Ghaleb, who is the head of the Equine Committee, she is here with us. It's quite incredible, Nada. Last year you had about 8,000 screenings across the UAE.
Yeah.
And this year, how many are you aiming for?
We're aiming for 9,000. We have to get, because it's 9 years, our target is 9,000.
I hope you exceed that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And we really need to get guys to come and screen. They need to come and get screened, basically.
Do you know what's interesting about this? We often forget, we have covered it before on the show, but we often forget that men can get breast cancer as well, and they need to get screened too, because 1 out of every 100 men can get breast cancer too, and you guys are screening men as well.
Exactly, which is another part of our awareness campaign. Is it's not just for women. Men have to also get screened, and and that's part of what we do to raise the awareness of that, because it's pink, and you know what I mean? It's pink and it's breast cancer, and then the first idea is, it's just for women, and no, it's equally just for men as well, because you could have it, plus you could be the father, the mother, the husband, the brother, the uncle, that could be part of someone who's got affected by it.
Do you know, exactly, and that is the thing, even if you don't have it yourself, just being there and experiencing that and understanding the process and what goes on, that goes a long way to creating the supportive environment that we need, right?
Exactly, because it's not just getting, if you tested positive, it's not just getting treated, but it's that entire moral support that needs to be there, that the support system that needs to be your safety blanket going through something like this. Because as much as I want to say, yes, early screening is important, yes, it is, but equally important is to understand the support, the moral support that has to go with these patients in order for them to be positive enough to get through their treatment and to come out with, clear, with the all clear.
And that's why Pink Caravan has got not only male ambassadors as well. You've got a lot of, male celebrities like
Absolutely,
Khaled Al-Amri is
yeah.
there, at the front showing his support, and many like him as well. You've got male riders.
Yes, we do. We do have male riders. So I think about this year for in terms of riders, for every day we've got about 2 or 3 male riders as well, and then some of them are just even going to be part of the Pink Strides, are going to be walking along with the horses. So it's really nice to see that the community is coming away together that way.
It's incredible. So 8,000 last year. How many cases then tested positive out of those 8,000?
Last year we had 15 cases that tested positive, and in the course of the 8 years we had 61 that tested positive as well. So these numbers are large, and that's why we're really pushing that people should get early screening done.
Absolutely. And so, when somebody goes to get checked, as we've been saying, this is for free.
Absolutely.
Get out there and get yourself tested. What happens? What's the process like?
They'll come in, they'll do, like I said, they'll do an examination, and then they'll get tested. If there's if the doctor feels that there's anything suspicious, she'll then refer them to do an ultrasound, and then if they're above the age of 40, she could probably refer them to do a mammogram. And then, of course, there's the medical process. And then if God forbid, someone is tested positive, we then call them back for further investigations, and then the doctors take care of them.
Yeah. And then part of what Pink Caravan does is, for those who actually cannot afford treatment,
we cover the cost entirely.
You guys are there for them.
Absolutely.
This is amazing.
That's why the Pink Caravan is there. That's why this initiative was created. It was to help basically raise the community awareness, dispel the myths surrounding the disease, and provide as much as support, whether it's financially or morally, to these patients and families that are going through this.
Yeah. And at a time like that is what you really need.
Absolutely.
You need that community love and support.
Exactly.
And financial support, when you need it, for those who do need it, is just fantastic. It's amazing.
Exactly. And it's something so great that the Pink Caravan is doing. It is something unbelievable, to be honest.
Tell us about the ride itself. How many kilometers are you covering?
Oh, wow. So we've got this ride, about 150 riders. And then they're going to be covering by the horses just 154 kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is.
All across the UAE. That's brilliant. I love it. For those who are going to be out there and, seeing the Pink Caravan, can they interact on social media?
Absolutely.
And is there a hashtag that they can use?
Hashtag Pink Caravan. And if they go on the social media of Pink Caravan itself and they look at the hashtags at the bottom of every post, they could interact with those hashtags as well. And then they could come and visit the rides, their events, mostly after the ride. They could come and meet us. We'd love to meet them, and they can come and get screened at all our the mobile clinics or the medical fix clinics. That's basically in Sharjah is going to be at the Majaz waterfront, and Dubai is going to be at Ibn Battuta, and Iman is going to be at the Ajman Corniche, and Al Gawain will be, I think, at the mall of Al Gawain, and we've got in Ras Al Khaimah Rak Mall, and Fujairah is going to be at the Lulu Mall, and then in Abu Dhabi at the Marina Mall. So they can definitely come over. We're happy to meet them. We want to meet them. it's part of engaging the community. I mean, you know.
Yeah, be part of it. It's amazing. We're going to come back in just a moment with Nada and talk about the things that we should really be thinking about in terms of breast cancer, raising awareness and more for the Pink Caravan ride, which is about to start here in the UAE. More on Life Beats on Pulse 95.
Life Beats. Life Beats with Sally Musa. Only on Pulse 95.
Yes, friend of Pulse 95, Nada bin Ghaleb is here. She is the head of the Equine committee for the Pink Caravan ride. It's quite incredible. You were just telling me off air the preparation that goes into this. It's phenomenal.
It is.
Run us a little bit through it of what you're doing and how this is all happening. And because creating something like this is, you know, there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes than we realize.
It's just like any massive event, basically. You've got a whole team of logistics. You've got an events team. You've got the equine team, and you've got the medical team, of course. And getting them all organized together is just so good. You know, it takes a lot of work.
And this is part of the community engagement. There's
Absolutely.
so many surprises.
Yes, there are.
for everybody who comes along and is part of the ride.
Absolutely.
Tease us a little bit with you don't want to reveal some things,
No,
which are
I don't.
really amazing.
But what is really cool is this year we had super activations from communities and super sponsorships as well. So we did get like the horses the transport for the horses is sponsored by Meydan. Dubai Day is a beautiful collaboration with Dubai Design District and Dubai Sports Council. Then you have the entire fleet of the ride was sponsored so generously and magnanimously by the Al Fahim family. So you're going to see awesome little activations over there. And then you have the Riders Orientation Dinner is sponsored by Sheikha Hissa bint Hamdan Al Maktoum. And then the entertainment for the evening is sponsored by Sheikha Mitha bint Mohammed Barashid's horses, Z7. So there's a lot of it's really cool how the Pink Caravan gets the entire community together to work together so wonderfully, and in order to achieve this beautiful ride and get people to spread that awareness. And honestly, it's amazing. I can't even put it into words. It's great. What I love about the Pink Caravan, it is one of those initiatives that makes everybody want to be part of it. No matter where you're from, who you are, everybody just wants to be part of this amazing thing.
It is really brilliant. It's wonderful. So many great events as well. But of course, there are the screenings. And something new that is happening this year is the genetic testing as well.
Absolutely. So the Pink Caravan's Ride Hire Organizing Committee took another step forward in ensuring effective treatment for diagnosed cases of breast cancer. So they came up with a really cool thing. They didn't come up with it, but they added on a really cool thing, which is the genetic testing. This new feature has been added basically because we found 15 positive cases last year. And to go along with best medical practice and to have precise and personalized medical treatment, the committee decided to activate or launch the genetic testing option for this year.
And that is, as you said, it ensures that every person who is diagnosed gets the treatment that they need.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The best possible, most effective treatment that will help cure them.
Yeah, very, very specific to them, which is really important. But of course, all of this can't happen without the generous support of the public as well. Absolutely. And donations.
Absolutely.
So how can people be part of this then?
They could go onto the Pink Caravan website and they could donate through the online website, or they could SMS live to 2302, or they could do a bank transfer to the Pink Caravan account, which we can, if they email the Pink Caravan, they'll get the account number. Or if they really are, if they feel up to it, they can come and visit us at our offices. We can explain to them a little bit more of what's happening and show them around, and then they could, donate there.
For those who would love to come and visit you?
We're at this Supreme Council of Family Affairs.
I would take that opportunity. I'd definitely come in and have a look and talk to you all and get a feel for, what's happening. how we can be part of it, how we can help as well, and because everybody has a great role to play in this.
Absolutely. And for us, I don't think we want anyone to feel that we're taking your money, but we want them to understand that how much of a difference their donation does and what it is they're actually donating for, because cancer is a community situation, and it is only by community that we can actually help treat these patients.
It's going towards the screenings.
Absolutely.
It's going towards providing the medical professionals.
Absolutely. It's going towards the treatment, the capacity building, the awareness, the entire thing, basically.
There's so much.
Yeah, and it's a way for them to be part of such an awesome initiative.
Yeah. And to see it come to life, it's brilliant. And to see it helping people, that is the most important thing. And this is something that I know that you are extremely passionate about, Nada. This is just part of your DNA. You're all about supporting people, loving people.
I think if anyone had the opportunity to give back to their community, I think they would take it, because our country's done so much for us. And it's only fair and it's only right that we as citizens and residents, we have to give back as well to our community, because we're all in this together. Cancer comes to anyone. It does not look at who you are, where you're from, does not look at any of this. So for our first step is to understand that we are in this community, we're all together, and we're there for each other. And if we can actually help, we have to help.
Yeah, we have to help. We have to be part of it. And like you said, very importantly, going on from there, that cancer can strike anybody. It doesn't discriminate. So what do we need to be thinking about here as UAE citizens and residents? What are the things that we need to be thinking about? If you're within the age group 40 and up,
please get checked, get screened, get active. Get your community out there. Encourage people to get screened, whether you're from wherever you are, Dubai, Sharjah, Oman, just get screened. And then you have to understand bravery and awareness are key points in being healthy. It's not enough just to know that you need to get screened. You need to take that step to get screened. It's the first step that's scary, but then once you take it, you're fine.
Yeah.
And then and be part of the entire ride. Be part of our social media campaign. Get on Instagram, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, retweet. Even though it may seem as a small little thing, it's a big thing. The impact is huge.
It really is. And it's fantastic. And it is beautiful. And congratulations on this latest edition of the Pink Caravan ride under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, coming out of Sharjah to the entire UAE. It's an amazing initiative.
It is.
We're so proud of it.
We would not have done what we're doing today without His Highness and Her Highness's support. We owe them so much.
Yes, we do. Yeah. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Get on there. It is, if you want to find out more information, it is for social media handles. It's at the Pink Caravan. Yes. And if you want to get to the website for more information, the website is pinkcaravan.ae.
Yes, it is.
Get out there. Be part of it. I'm going to be part of it, and I have to get myself tested as well.
Yes, you have to.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, and I'm going to be talking about it as well. So spread the word, tell all your family and friends, and be part of it. Nada bin Ghaleb, what an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me again, Sally. It's really nice.
We can't wait to see you out there with the horses.
Definitely.
And the very cool cars. The fleet of amazing.
There's a lot of other cool stuff as well. It's not just, there's a lot of things.
There really is.
Get screened. That's the most important part.
There is indeed. If you missed any part of the conversation, we're going to put this up on the podcast as well. More to come on Life Beats after this.
Life Beats. Life Beats with Sally Musa. Only on Pulse 95.